Hello everyone, we are back with the part 2 video of the CBSE sample paper analysis. Question number 21 is cot inverse 3x plus 5 greater than pi by 4, and it is again a multi-conceptual question which involves the concept of inverse functions and increasing decreasing functions. You can answer this question only if you know these two things. Cot inverse 3x plus 5 is greater than pi by 4, this can be written as cot inverse 1. Right? Now, take this as x1, consider this as x1 and this as x2. So it is clearly whole function on the left hand side is fx1 and whole function on the right hand side is fx2. And it is very clear that fx1 is more than fx2. Now we know that cot inverse x is a decreasing function. Therefore, if fx1 is greater than fx2, then x1 should be less than x2, which implies 3x plus 5 is less than 1. So 3x is less than minus 4, x is less than minus 4 by 3. So this implies x belongs to minus infinity to minus 4 by 3. Now in this case, you must know the graph of cot inverse x. If you have done that, this is 0, this is pi, and the graph of cot inverse x, this is pi by 2, right? This point is pi by 2. So the graph of cos inverse x goes like this. So it is a decreasing function. I hope it is clear to all. We move to the next question, question number 22. Here, cost is given to us and we have to find the marginal cost. Question is very simple. All of you know that marginal cost is nothing but the derivative of total cost. You just differentiate this cost function and you will get the answer. So it is 0.0013 times 3x square plus 0.002 times 2x plus 5. And in place of x, put x is equal to 150. In place of x, put 150. So C dash 150 will give you the answer of the question. I hope this is also clear. Question number 23 says, find the derivative of tan inverse x with respect to log x. So you have done questions of derivative of tan inverse x with respect to x. Here it is derivative of tan inverse x with respect to log x. So nothing special. You just take tan inverse x as y and log x and z. Now, if you read the whole statement, it says find the derivative of y with respect to z. So it means you have to find dy by dz. And where y is equal to tan inverse x, you find out dy by dx from this, which is 1 upon 1 plus x square, and z is equal to log x. So dz by dx will be 1 by x. Divide these two and get the answer. So dy by dz will be equal to dy by dx divided by dz by dx, and finally you'll get the answer as x upon 1 plus x square. I hope it is clear to all. So it is a question based on parametric functions. X is the parameter, you are connecting y and z. Next is differentiate the following function with respect to x, cos x raised power x. Now remember, whenever base is a function of x, power is also a function of x, we use log to differentiate this kind of question. So let y is equal to cos x raised power x. You cannot take log on one side, that is why we have to take it as log, as y. Log y is equal to log cos x raised power x. So this is log y and this is x log x, x log cos x. Differentiate with respect to x, 1 by y into dy by dx is the derivative of log y. On the right hand side, you will apply product rule. So x as it is, derivative of log cos x is 1 by cos x into minus sin x plus log cos x into 1. So in this way, you bring y on the right hand side and get the answer of the question. So final answer is cos x raised to power x log cos x minus x tan x. I hope this question is also clear. Then we move to question number 24. Vector A is given to you, vector B is given to you, vector C is given, and it is given that B plus lambda C is perpendicular to vector A. So this is a simple question. So since B plus lambda C is perpendicular to vector A, that is the key point of the question. So when two vectors are perpendicular to each other, their dot product is 0. So B plus lambda C dot A is equal to 0. Substitute the values in this equation, you will get the value of lambda, which comes out to be minus 5 by 8. Then part B of question 24 is a competency based question, and you have to think over it because it cannot be done without having proper understanding of direction cosines of vectors. So origin we have, and there is a point A, 403. Another point is B, it is 001. We have to find the angles which BA makes with x, y, and z axis. So vector BA, so if you apply triangle of addition, vector addition, so you'll get BA is equal to OA minus OB, position vector of A minus position vector of B. So which will give you 4i cap plus 0j cap plus 2k cap. This is BA, right? Now, BA makes angle alpha, beta, gamma with x, y, and z axis. You have to find the values of alpha, beta, and gamma. So the best way to answer this question is that you find out a unit vector in the direction of BA. We assume this vector as C. Let vector C is equal to vector BA. So we have to find C cap. C cap is equal to vector C upon magnitude of vector C. So you will divide 4i cap plus 0j cap plus 2k cap vector by magnitude of this, which is 2 root 5. So the unit vector which we get is 2 by root 5 I cap plus 0j cap plus 1 by root 5 k cap. And you know the coefficients of I, j, k in a unit vector represent direction cosines. So it means that value of cos alpha is 2 by root 5, value of cos beta is 0, and value of cos gamma is 1 by root 5. So alpha will be equal to cos inverse 2 by root 5, beta will be equal to 90, means pi by 2, because cos pi by 2 is 0. And gamma in this case will be cos inverse 1 by root 5. So I hope it is clear. This question is clear. 25th is given to you. Co-initial adjacent sides of a parallelogram are given to you, and you have to find the diagonals and then use them to find the area. So all of you know that vector D1 is always equal to vector A plus vector B, whose sides are where A and B are the sides of the parallelogram. And second diagonal D2 is equal to vector A minus vector B. So you can find D1, D2 in this way, and area of the parallelogram is equal to half of magnitude of D1 cross D2. So by using this formula, you can find out area of the parallelogram. Next question is question number 26. A kite is flying at a height of 3 meters and 5 meter of string is out. If the kite is moving away horizontally at the rate of 200 meter per second, find the rate at which the string is being released. Now, from this question, you have to find out the quantity which is constant. Here, what we can make out from the statement that height of the kite is constant. It is at a 3 meter height only. Now, means if I draw the diagram like this, height is fixed 3 meters. So, wherever kite goes, height remains the same, but the distance from this point is changing continuously. It says like this because kite is moving away horizontally. So horizontal distance is changing. If x is the horizontal distance and y is the length of the string at any time t, then we are given that dx by dt is equal to 200 centimeter per second, and we have to find dy by dt. At the instant when x is equal to 4, because if y is 5, then x will be 4. So we have to find the relation between x and y. So it is clear from the figure that y square is equal to x square plus 9. You differentiate this with respect to t, 2y dy by dt is equal to 2x dx by dt. You can plug in the values to get the answer to the question. 2y is given to you as 5, dy by dt we have to find, and x is given to you as 4, because if y is 5, x will be 4, and dx by dt is 200 centimeters. You have to convert it into meters because unit must be same, or otherwise if you keep it in the same unit, then the unit of dy by dt will be the same. In this way, you get the answer of the question as 160 centimeter per second. So whatever is the unit of dx by dt, the unit for dy by dt will also be the same. I hope it is clear. Question number 27 is, according to a psychologist, the ability of a person to understand spatial concepts is given by a equals 1 by 3 root t, right? T is given in the bracket 5 to 18, that is the age. Now we have to show that rate of increase of ability is decreasing, means we have to show that dA by dt is decreasing, not A. You have to understand this line carefully. Rate of increase of ability decreases. So if A is given to you as 1 by 3 root t, then dA by dt is equal to 1 by 3, and derivative of root t is 1 by 2 root t. So this is 1 by 6 root t. That is dA by dt. Let dA by dt is equal to s. Now we have to find the rate of change of s, means we have to find ds by dt actually. So which is nothing but second derivative, right? So ds by dt, if I differentiate, this will be minus 1 by 2 t raised to power 3 by 2. So this is minus 1 by 12 t raised to power 3 by 2. Now whatever is the value of t between 5 and 13, ds by dt is less than 0. Now since the first derivative of s is negative, it means function is decreasing. So therefore the rate of increase in ability decreases with the age in 5 and 18. We can justify that. So it is true for all t between 5 and 18. I hope this question is very clear, but you need to understand this term carefully. Rate of increase of ability decreases with age. Next question is 28th. An ant is moving along the vector L1 and sugar crystals are kept L2, inclined angle theta with vector L1. Find angle theta. So it is simple. You will apply cos theta cos theta is equal to L1 dot L2 divided by magnitude of L1 magnitude of L2. This is how you find out the angle between two vectors. And then it says you have to find angle theta. And after that, you have to find the projection of L1 or L2. So whenever you have to find the projection of one vector on the other vector, we do it like this. Projection of vector L1 on vector L2. So it is, the formula says L1 dot L2 divided by magnitude of L2. So if it is on L2, then you divide by magnitude of L2. If it is on L1, you divide by magnitude of L1. So it is on L2, so L1 dot L2 divided by magnitude of vector L2. Substitute the values and you'll get the answer as 10 by root 14. Now part B, 28 part B is again a question based on competency. Vector and Cartesian equation, you have to find the line passes through -1 to 7 and is perpendicular to the lines this and this. Now, you know, equation of the line in space is R equal to A plus lambda B. This is the form of the equation. Here two equations are given, so we take equations as R is equal to vector A1 plus lambda times vector B1. Then another line is R equals A2 plus mu times vector B2. Now, if I compare given equations with this formulae, I'll get to know that B1 is equal to I cap plus 2j cap plus 5k cap. You can compare two types straight away and you'll get the value of B1 and B2. B2 is 3i cap minus 2j cap plus 5k cap. And we know that B1 cross B2 is a vector which is perpendicular to both B1 and B2. So you can find out B1 cross B2, right? You will find that B1 cross B2 is 20i cap plus 10j cap minus 8k cap. Now it says that the required vector is perpendicular to these lines, correct? So required vector, let this vector be B, means B1 cross B2. Let vector B is parallel to B1 cross B2. So B can be taken as 20 I cap plus 10 j cap minus 8k cap. And we have to find the equation of the line passing through a point. So Cartesian form, vector and Cartesian both. So equation of required line will be R equals, it passes through the point, -1 to 7. So minus I cap plus 2j cap plus 7k cap plus P times, because lambda and mu have been used in the question. So we take the constant as P. So P times 20i cap plus 10j cap minus 8k cap, right? So this is the vector equation. You can easily convert this vector equation to Cartesian form to get the answer. Then we come to the next part, 29th. There are many ways to solve question number 29 part A, but I'll tell you the easiest way. 29 part A, I'll tell you the easiest way to solve this question. 1 by log x minus 1 by log x the whole square. The best way to solve this question is you put log x as t. So if log x is t, then x will be equal to e raised power t. So dx will be equal to e raised power t dt. So the integral becomes 1 by t minus 1 by t square times e raised power t dt. And you know this is special type of integration by parts, which says that if any integral is in the form ex into fx plus f dash x, then result is always equal to ex fx. Result is always equal to ex fx. So if I apply this formula here, my result should be 1 by t e raised power t plus c, and I substitute the value. 1 by t means 1 by log t, and e raised power t is x plus c. So answer of the question is x by log x plus c. So it is very important to know this formula to identify the form basically. 29 part 2 is a question based on properties of definite integrals. So one thing is very clear that we cannot open the brackets because n is there as the power 1 minus x raised power n and x and integration with respect from 0 to 1 with respect to x. So the question becomes easy if you apply a property of this property which I am writing now, 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. If you apply this property, the integral becomes in simple form. You can integrate and get the answer. So question number 30 is related to linear programming. And you can see objective function is given to us. Just wait for it, please. Objective function is given to us, x plus 2y, and subject to constraints 2x plus y greater than equal to 3, x plus 2y greater than equal to 6, x and y both are more than 0. So you plot the graph like this and you find that it is an open unbounded region and corner points are visible as 0, 3 and 6, 0. You make a corner point table and you find out the value of z. Corner point table is like 0, 3 and 6, 0. So z is equal to x plus 2y, right? And you find that value of z at both the points is same, 6. Correct? So remember one thing, whenever region is unbounded, we have to confirm that these are the possible values. Correct? For that, what we can do, if you look at the unbounded region, there is a line x plus 2y greater than equal to 6, which is bounding this. This is the line x plus 2y greater than equal to 6 means equal to 6. So you have to draw a dotted line x plus 2y less than 6, right? Dotted line for this. And it should wholly lie above, outside the region, outside the shaded region. Only then it confirms that these are the 2 points. So when we draw this line, the region lies outside this shaded region. So it wholly lies outside the shaded region. There is no point common with this and the other one. So that is a confirmation that the solution lies in the shaded region, including these points. So we can see every line, every point on the line x plus 2y equal to 6 actually gives you the solution. So question is, show that minimum z occurs at more than 2 points. So 2 points are already given to us, 0, 3 and 6, 0. We have found that. And there are more points which will lie on this line to give the solution. So this is how it can be done. So x plus 2y is equal to 6 is the line which contains infinite number of points, correct? And every time you'll get the answer 6. I hope it is clear to all. See, the purpose of this video is not solving the question. The purpose of this video is to give the insight of the question, what all you need to know to answer the question. We move to the next one, question number 31. It is a question of probability. If you read the question, it talks about raining today or not raining today, raining tomorrow and not raining tomorrow. So in such case, it is always better to draw the tree diagram uh, because it makes your solution understanding very simple. Correct? How tree diagram is made, let me tell you this for this question particularly. So 31 part A, I am answering. So we start like this. Rains today. does not rain today. There are two possibilities. We write like this. Rains today, does not rain today. And for each of them, there are two more possibilities. Rains tomorrow, does not rain tomorrow. Same way here, rains tomorrow, and does not rain tomorrow. Right? So if you use this tree diagram, rains today, it is given that the probability, read the first line, the probability that it rains today is 0.4. So rains today is 0.4 probability. So does not rain will be 0.6, right? Then it says rains tomorrow. If it rains today, it will rain tomorrow. Probability is 0.8. So for does not, it will be 0.2. And if it doesn't rain today, it will rain tomorrow. Probability is 0.7. And does not rain means 0.3. Correct? So you will put all these values here, P1, P4. You can see what all they signify. Here, P1 is 0.6. Value of P1 is 0.6. Value of P2 is 0.2. Value of P3 is 0.7. And value of P4 is 0.3. So you can easily find out these probabilities from the given statement, and by reading the tree diagram, you will substitute the values here and you will get the answer as 0.04. Second part of the question says, calculate the probability of raining tomorrow. So look at all the possibilities of raining tomorrow. See, you just draw an arrow and you will get the answer. Raining tomorrow. In the tree diagram, you can see rains today, rains tomorrow. Rains today, rains tomorrow. So it is 0.4 multiplied by 0.8 plus, because there is the other case also, does not rain today but rains tomorrow. So it is 0.6 multiplied by 0.7, and you substitute these values uh, and you calculate these values to find out the answer as 0.74. So this question is very simple as far as if you make this tree diagram. So tree diagram helps you to simplify the question. So 31 part B is a random variable x can take all negative integral values. Now all non-negative integral values means it starts from 0, right? And probability that x takes the value r is proportional to 5 raised to power minus r. So remember, see, probability of x is proportional to 5 raised to power minus r. And you know, when sign of proportionality is changed to equality, this is probability of x is equal to r. Change to equality, we put a constant. So it is actually k times 5 raised to power minus r. So it is probability of x is equal to r. This is the formula you get. You have to find probability of x less than 3. So x less than 3, you can put x means value of r as 0, 1, 2, this. Right? Before that, you have to find the value of k. You just keep on putting the values of R as 0, 1, 2, 3, and you will find that infinite GP is formed, and sum of all these probabilities 1. You know that, right? So means what I mean to say, this is K 5 raised power 0 means 1 plus 5 raised power minus 1 plus 5 raised power minus 2 plus 5 raised power minus 3 and so on. It is an infinite GP, right? And sum of all these probabilities is 1. So you apply the formula of infinite GP, 1 upon 1 minus 5 is equal to 1, and you will get the value of K, right? So whatever is the value of K, substitute this value here in this equation, and then you put R is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, you'll get the answer. I hope this question is clear to all. So I am again telling you that purpose of this uh, video is not to provide the solution of every question, but to give you the insight, what all concepts you need to know to answer this type of questions. And every question you can notice is a multi-conceptual question which is based on various concepts. So in the next part of the video, we shall take the insight of section D and E of the sample paper. Thank you very much for watching.